Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers, welcome to the newcomers. I hope that you like what you see, and if so, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, give it those thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video and also grow the channel. So my friends, I've been asked many times, especially in the groups that I'm involved in, about if I had any other patterns for little girls' room, for the night tables, or if they have one or two, depending, the dresser, things like that. Anyway, so I came up with this one. I think it's just perfect for little girls' room because of the pink, obviously. This would make a perfect table runner also. You could use pink for people that are pink lovers. You can use red, Christmas, Valentine's, many other colors that you can either create these hearts like I did, or do flowers all the way around. There's so many ways you can play with patterns, obviously, as long as you have the centerpiece down the shape that you want. So I decided to create hearts on this one, as you can see, very pretty. And I created 2 pink leaves. It's optional, you don't have to do it. I think it just looks really nice. And I also created on this side, so diagonal from each other. This is for the dresser, so it's a pretty long one. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Maybe it's best that I open up. What do you think? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So it's 16 motifs here, decoration. So you can go as long as you want or as short as you want. So there's 16. This is perfect for the dresser. You can make it shorter or longer depending upon the size of the dresser you have. So we are, and for the night tables, well, you can use, depending, of course, again, the size of the night table of the little girl's room, or even for a bedroom, for a regular couple bedroom. If it's a boy, you can use blue, so it's perfect for that. You can use 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is perfect for the size, for the side tables. Night tables is perfect for that. You could also use this pattern for a living room, if you have a long coffee table in the living room, and then the side tables also you can use shorter motifs here for the size. So we're going to get started, people. Again, thank you everybody for being part of this journey with me, and thank you so much for everybody in the groups. I'm highly appreciated. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to get started. Before I forget, I also want to mention that sometimes I get quite a few message, either through Messenger, through the groups, or even comments sometimes on the channel where the comment section is, that my videos, I'm too fast on crocheting. You're absolutely right. I have a bad habit of crocheting fast. I try my best when I think about it to go more slow. And then for some reason I'm in my bubble and I seem to forget that I'm recording and just yapping away and just crocheting away. So, but I was told by a dear friend of mine, Karen Young, people in the groups, they try to help me out sometimes with these videos because this is all new to me and I don't have too much experience with the internet and all this stuff. And they tell me that you can slow down the video. If you click on the 3 dots up top on the right, you can go the speed you want on the video to slow it down. So I suggest that if I'm out of my head, I'm not thinking that I'm crocheting too fast, please go there to your settings on your YouTube and slow the video down. It's much easier for you guys because sometimes I forget and I'm just, ahead of the game. Another thing, I did have a few comments also, not only on the groups, but personally on my messenger, that sometimes my nails are too long on the way of showing the stitch. I apologize for that. My profession is nail tech, and for that reason, I always carry long nails, obviously, because it's a way of demonstrating to my customers different designs and sizes and shapes and whatnot. So it's kind of complicated for me to keep it short. I do try to cut them a little bit shorter than what I'm supposed to in general. You know, as a nail tech, you're supposed to have them long and people can see the lengths and the designs and whatever. So I apologize also for that. But that's the reason why I don't go short on my nails, because of due to my career. So I will try to my best to slow down and try to get my nails out of the way. I don't know how, but I will try as much as I can. As far as for the video, go in your settings and slow the video down. You can do that much faster than I can by forgetting to do my stitch slower. So we're going to begin, okay, people? I'll get you a little bit more close up. And before I forget also, since this video will be out just in time, just before Christmas, I would like to wish every single one of you a Merry Christmas with your loved ones, either you're spending with them or not. I know due to this virus, we're not supposed to be with too many relatives around, but I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and definitely a much better year than what we had this year. So from all of me, my family, to yours, okay? Okay, so we're going to turn. Oh, before I forget again, I keep forgetting. This is 100% cotton thread, Portuguese thread. This is a 4-ply. It might look thin on camera. It is not that thick, but it's not that thin either. It's good enough to work with. It's not like the needle is going to be poking on your fingers. And this is a size 3 needle. And of course, you're going to need a pair of scissors. So we're going to slip stitch the knot. Get you a little bit closer again. I don't like to go too close because sometimes it fogs out. So we're going to do 40 chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, and so on until 40. So we have 40 chain stitch, as you can see. And we're going to go back 1, 2, 3 on your, hold on a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4 on your 5th space. We're going to do a double crochet. Actually, I'm going to go up 2 more, sorry. I'm going to go up 42, 1, 2. So 42 chain stitch, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On your 7th stitch, double crochet, 2 chain, skip 1, 2 on the 3rd one, grabbing the back loop here, okay, double crochet. We're going to make little squares, 1, 2, all the way to the end, 1, 2, on the 3rd one, double crochet. And I'm just going to check here on my pattern how many squares we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 squares. So you have to have 13 squares. I'll meet you at the end. I am doing the 13th one. So we're going to just lock it in on the last one here. Not where we did the knot, but the first single stitch we did. Chain stitch, I should say. And we're going to have a total, oops, of 13 of them, 13 squares. And thank you so much for the feedback, everybody. It is very important to me, and I try to answer to everybody and try to do as best as I can. Okay, so we turn around, okay? And we're going to do, let me just check here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 chain stitch. We're going to go into the first one here, and we're going to do a double crochet. Inside of the squares, we're going to be doing 2 double crochets in the same space. 1 on top of the double crochet underneath, 2 more inside of the next space, double crochet, and again 2 more inside of this, the square space, 1 overlapping the double crochet. Just want to see how many I used here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to fill up 5 squares. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 2 more double crochet. This is a very simple pattern, people, and very fast to create, and it's such a beautiful pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 2 double crochet, and 1 overlapping. So now we have our 5 that we covered. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. So now 2 chain, and we go into the next space here, overlapping the other, and we're going to continue to do the same thing. 2 double crochet inside, and we're going to fill out 5 space. So whatever we do on this side, we must copy and do the same thing on this side. So 1 overlapping, and we're gonna put 2 double crochet inside of the space here, 1 overlapping, and 2 double crochet again, 1 double crochet overlapping, 2 double crochet, and 2 more inside of here. So this should be already our 5th square filled from the previous one. No, it's not. One more, sorry. 2 more double crochet, and we're going to leave the, and 1 more overlapping. We're going to leave the last space empty like we did at the beginning here. 1, 2 chain, and we're going to grab on the 3rd place here and close with double crochet, so we can have the square here like the square here. We're going to turn our work, and it's always squares on both sides all the way to the end. 3, 4, 5, always 5 chains all the way to the end also as you go row by row. And now we're going to do 7 double crochets on each space, 1 double crochet, overlapping double crochet. So as you can see, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more double crochet, 7. We're going to skip 2 space, 1, 2, on the 3rd one, double crochet, and you're supposed to have 7 double crochets here too. So on the other side here is going to be exactly the same thing as you're doing here now. So whatever you do on one side, you must do on the other side. It will be squares at the beginning of the pattern and squares at the end of the pattern, and also here in the middle will always be squares. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 2 chain separation, go into the next space. So you're always going to have these rows of squares all the way to the end. We're going to do 7 double crochet, 1 overlapping the other. Dogs must be seeing a cat, they're going wild, sorry about that. So 2, 4, 6, 1 more, 7, 2 chain, skip 1, 2 space on the third space, double crochet. And we're going to do our 7 double crochet on this side also. So like I said, whatever you do on one side, you have to do the same on the other. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 2 chain, 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet. So you have your square. So you're always going to have squares at the end, always squares in the middle, and always squares at the other end. Turn your work, go up 5 chain, inside of the first double crochet, overlap with double crochet from the previous row. Now we're going to do 5 double crochet on each, well, double crochet on each space will equal 5. 2, 4, 1 more. We're always leaving 2 space behind now. 1, 2, and 3 chain, and we're going to come into the center of this space here and close it in with a single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain again. 1, 2 space on your third one, you're going to do a double crochet. So we're going to do 5 double crochets again. 3, 4, and 5. 2 chain. And going to the next space, because you know the center always will have the squares, and 5 double crochet again. So like I said, it's always repeatedly on one side, doing the same thing on the other side so the pattern can match. So you leave always 2 space out. 1, 2, 3 chain, come into the center of the space, and single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Skip 2 space on the third one, double crochet. Go into the next space, double crochet. Next space, double crochet. Next space, double crochet. And last space, double crochet. And 2 chain. 1, 2. Count 1, 2 on the third space. We're going to close it in with double crochet. So you have your square. And don't worry if it bends a bit here on the end. It doesn't matter, because once we start going up more, it gets straightened out. Turn your work. 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going to the first double crochet from the previous row, double crochet. Now we're going to do 3 double crochets only. Double crochet on each space. So now we have 3. You know, we're cutting down, and then we're going to go up. So basically we are doing, like, whereby we're doing this here. It's 3, and then we're going to go 5, and then 7, then all of them together. So we're going to repeat what we did here. So basically what we're doing here now, up until 3, these rows, we're going to do them cutting down, so we can cut down the pattern. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go into our first space here and do single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next space and single crochet. 1, 2, and 3 chain. We're going to skip 1, 2 on the third one, double crochet. Next space, double crochet. So we're going to end up with 3 double crochets and double crochet. So as you see here, we have 3 here, we have 3 here. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. 1, 2 chain, middle is always squares. 3 double crochet here, as we just finished doing. on each space. 1, 2, and 3 chain, come into the first space and single crochet. 1, 2, and 3 chain, next space and single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to skip 2 space into the third one, double crochet. So this is very simple, and you're going to be repeating these little squares like that. Same thing all the time on the other ones for length. 1, 2 chain, count 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet. So your square is done. You turn your work, 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go in your first space here. Now we're going to start adding back on. So we're going to be doing like this row. Okay, so we're going to be doing 5. Okay, we're adding back on now. So this is 2 double crochet. Next space, double crochet, that's 3. Inside of the space here, we're going to do 2. So we have to have a total of 5 double crochets. 2 double crochet in the same space here in the center. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go in the center here and single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to come inside of the center here and do 2 double crochet. We're going to go on top of the double crochet and do a double crochet. Next space, double crochet, and next space, double crochet. So you're going to have a total of the 5 double crochet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, 2 in the center there, 2 in the center here, and the 3 double crochet. And then 2 chain for the middle squares. And again, we're going to repeat the same thing. 3 double crochet here. And 2 in the center here. So it will equal your 5 because we have to repeat the same thing on this side. So now you have your 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to come into the center here of this one. And single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to come in the center here. And 2 more double crochet. And inside of the loop here, overlapping the double crochet from the previous row, and again double crochet. So we're going to have a total of 5, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2 chain. We're going to count 3 space. On the third space, you close it with double crochet. Turn our work. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go on top of the first one here and do a double crochet. Now we're going to have a total of 7 double crochets. Same thing as we started. 2, next space double crochet 3, next space double crochet 4, next space double crochet 5, and 2 more inside of the space here. 6, 1 more double crochet, and 7. So basically we have the same 7 as we started here. Okay, and then 1, 2 only on the last one because we're creating the last square. We started with 2 chain in the beginning. We're going to finish that one last square with 2. So we go automatically into the next space, creating 2 double crochet. And overlapping from the previous row, double crochet to have our total of 7 double crochet. Two chain, we're going into the next double crochet, overlapping with double crochet from the previous row, and we're having a total of 7 again. 3, 4, next space, 5, and inside of the space here, 2 more, 6 and 7. 2 chain only, because we're in the last square, and we're going to come in the next space and do the 2 double crochets. So this first square is almost pretty much done. So now you're going to overlap the double crochet from the previous row with double crochet, and you're going to have a total of your 7. And 1, 2 chain, you count 1, 2. On the third space, you close it with double crochet. So this square is almost done. So it's all about making little squares. So 5 chain again, going to the first one with double crochet. And now we're going to do double crochet on each space here all the way through to the end, except for the middle square that I told you always stays the same, and the first square and the last square. So double crochet, overlapping double crochet from previous row, as you can see. So obviously we had 7 here, you're going to have 7 here, and 2 inside of this square here in the middle, and then double crochet. So basically what we're doing, we're creating the same thing as we did here from the beginning. We're closing it with the same thing. So double crochet all the way through. Very simple to make, not complicated at all. So we do it all the way to the end, like we did here. We did here now. As I said, the middle always stays with squares, so 2 chain and double crochet. Now we're going to double crochet all the way through. The same thing on each space, all the way to the end. And we're going to have 2 double crochet here on the middle space square. So we're doing 7 double crochets, overlapping the 7 double crochets from the previous row, plus 2 more here in the middle of this space. Next space, double crochet, and next space, double crochet. So it's basically going back to the beginning as we started. And double crochet, 2 chain, 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet, okay, as you can see. Now don't forget, we started with squares, right? Because now we just finished making this row. We started with squares. Now we have to do squares all the way through to the end. So 5 chain, go into your first space there, overlapping the previous row, 2 chain separation, count 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet. Again, 1, 2 chain, 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet, 1, 2 chain, again skip 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet, 1, 2 chain, 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet, 1, 2 chain, 1, 2. On the third space, double crochet. Of course, we are at the center with the squares, 2 chain, next space, double crochet, 1, 2 chain, skip 1, 2, next space, double crochet, 1, 2, skip 2 space, next space, on the third space, double crochet, 1, 2 chain, 1, 2, next space, double crochet, 1, 2 space, 1, 2, on the third space, double crochet, 1, 2 chain, 1, 2, third space, double crochet, and your last double crochet, 2 chain, 1, 2, on the third space, you're going to close it with double crochet. So basically you just finished creating your first square, and it starts all over again to make the second square. So you will have to do the 5 space of squares here full of the double crochets and so on. So we're going to repeat it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain, first space, inside of the square, 2 double crochet. So we're restarting all over again to make the square. Basically, this is what we're doing now. Inside of the same next square, 2 double crochet, overlapping the double crochet from the previous row, double crochet, and again double crochet in the next space, 2 double crochets on the same space. We're going to overlap the double crochet from the previous row, next space, 2 double crochet, and overlap the double crochet with double crochet, next space, 1, 2 double crochet, and double crochet again. So I'll just let you know how many to make sure that you have the right amount. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 16 double crochets, okay, on the first line like we have here. So you have to cover all 5 squares here with the double crochet, 2 chain, and go into the first double crochet here and 2 inside, and we're going to create again the 5 squares of double crochets with 2 double crochets on each square and 1 double crochet overlapping the double crochet from the previous row. So very simple, people, nothing to it. So double crochet inside of the square and 1 overlapping the double crochet from the previous row, 2 more inside of the space, another double crochet over the double crochet, and the last double crochet here, and 2 chain, count 1, 2 on the third space, double crochet. Okay, so I think it's well explained, I hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to repeat everything all over again. So double crochet. Now we're going to do the 7 double crochets. It's all a repeat pattern. It goes to the length you want. So if you want it bigger, you just keep adding more squares into your pattern. And if you want it smaller, well, then you keep it small. 2, 4, 6, 1 more, 7. 2 chain, skip 1, 2 on the third one, double crochet. So we're going to do 7 double crochets again. Now you're going to continue yours. I'm going to continue mine until you reach whatever length you want to have your pattern. Like I said, for the dresser, if you're doing for the little girl's room, this is 16 squares. And you're going to repeat all of it all over again. So next row is going to be 5 double crochets. Next row is going to be 3 double crochets, just like here. And then you cut down again, 5, 7, and full again. And then you do the squares, and then you do the 5 squares with the double crochets, and you do the 7, the 5, the 3, and so on. So it continues. If you need to go back and to rewind and to redo it again, if you don't want to look at your pattern, because you can look at your pattern and see which, and you could put maybe a little whatever you use for your rows, or a piece of thread with different color, or a bobby pin. Stitch, you know, pin it on the whatever row you're on and just copy, go on. Or you rewind, pause, and take it from there and just do the same thing. So continue yours. I'm going to continue mine. I'm going to do this one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squares, I believe, for the side table, little girl's side table. So I don't need to make it that long because I already did the dresser one with 16 squares. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Coming to the end, don't forget, we started always with squares. If you decide the size you want, you have to finish with squares and cut your thread, because then we go into the hearts of the pattern with the pink or whatever color, blue if you're using for little boy's room. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end, people. Okay, everyone. So pretty much finished doing my pattern, which instead of 4, I did 5 squares, because the length of the little side table was bigger than what I thought. So I had to do 5 squares and not 4. Okay, so now we're going to do the hearts. We're going to close in our thread there. You're going to have the right side up where the double crochets are, to make sure. And we're going to go on the first square here as the length goes. And we're going to do a single crochet here, like that. Try to hide our thread. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, chain. On the same space where we did our single, we're going to create 7 double crochets all in here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. See if I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Much, not 5, not 7, it's 5, sorry. So 5 double crochets. So the 3 chain we went up, it's considered already 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we have our 5. Now we are going to do 5 more, but this time we're not taking everything out. We're only taking 2 loops out. We hold 2 on the needle. So that's 1, 2 loops out. That's 3 on the needle. So that's already 3, 1, 2, 3, sorry, 3. So we have 4 on the needle. Take out 2, that's 4 double crochet with 5 on the needle, and 1 more, and that's 5 double crochet. Now take out by 2, 2, 2, 2, and the last 2. So you have your heart already. You're gonna come here to your pattern. We're gonna skip this first chain here, and we're gonna hook on the next one. So you'd come and you would do a single crochet, and then again 1, 2, and 3. You'd come in your first single and you do your 5 double crochet on the same space, 3, 4, and 5. Now we need to do 5 more on the same space. We don't take it all out, we take out only 2. So that's 1 double, that's 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, and 5 double crochet. So you're supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your hook. You're going to take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and take out, oops, your last 2. So you have your second heart. Now as you're putting on, it's going to look like it's crooked because you're working basically from the side. You know, it's the only way really to get it going. But once it's laid out, it becomes all straight. Okay, so again, as you see, we hooked on here, right? We're going to skip this one and we're going into this one. So we're going to single crochet it into that one by skipping 1 in the back. So I'll show you. So we hook here, we skip 1. We hook here, we skip 1. Okay, and again the same thing. 1, 2, 3 chain. You're going to come with your first single that we did when we attached the other heart, and we're going to do 5 double crochet inside of the same space. 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to leave it on the hook. So we have 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3, 4, and 5. You're supposed to have 6 on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to take out by 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we took out by 2s, and here's your heart again. We're going to single crochet it to tie it up. So we're going to skip. We're going to skip this first one here because we're tied here. Skip this one, and we're going to go right into this one here. And we're going to single crochet it like that. So once you have it done, it becomes straight on your pattern. Okay, again, one more time. 1, 2, 3 chain. Come into the first single crochet we did to hook the other heart. 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, and 5 double crochet. Now we're going to leave it on the hook. 1, 2, 3, and we're taking up by 2s, 4, and 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the hook. Taking out by 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back here, we're going to skip 1, right? Because we're hooked on here. Skip this one, and we go into this one. Just bring your thread over and single crochet. So if you need to rewind and see what's happening, then you redo it again. So 3 chain, where we hooked our first single, we come back in it and do 5 double crochet. Make sure you grab the 2 loops because we need that for strength of all these double crochets in here. So we have 3, 4, and 5. And again, I'm going to leave it on the hook now. So we have to have 6 loops on the hook. So we did 1 double crochet, 2, 3, all in the same space, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. You're going to skip this one, and you're going to hook it on here. Like that. And hook it with single crochet. So this is pretty much what it's going to look like. It'll look beautiful once it's all together now. I'm straighten it out. So continue yours, I'll continue mine. And I'll meet you at the end of this row to the corner to tell you how we're doing the corners so you don't get mixed up. Okay? If you need to rewind, rewind again to see how it's done. Don't forget that we always have to skip 1 space here to hook single crochet the heart on the next space, and then skip 1 space, and then next space we need to hook it again. Okay? So I'll meet you at the end of this row, and so we can do the corner. Okay, you guys, so we're pretty much reaching the end of this row. And as you can see, we have 1 left space here, right? So we're going to create 1, 2, and 3. And it doesn't matter the size you do because it goes by the squares. So if you finish it properly with squares, you're going to end up always with the right amount to do these hearts by skipping always 1 here on the pattern. So we're going to do our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do 5 more, not closing everything completely. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take out 2. A little bit closer. 2, 2, two, and the last two. So like I said, we had one space left of here, so obviously we are going to skip that space, and we're going to close it right on the corner like that. Now I'm going to do 1, 2 single crochet. With that one we close in is 3, and you're going to come directly into the center on the side one here and do a single crochet, because we're starting with 1, 2, 3. We're starting with our heart again. So very simple, nothing to it. We just wanted to cover the 3 to make that corner, and everything falls back into the center again. So very simple to do the corners. 4 and 5, and again create your 5 double crochet without closing it completely. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now take out by 2, 2, 2, oops, 2, and the last 2. And of course we're going to repeat the same thing. So what are we going to do here? We're going to skip 1 and we go into the next one. And this is how the corner ends up being. So it gives you that closure here, you know, and then you continue again. 1, 2, 3, and so on. So continue doing your corners that way. So this is pretty much very simple for this pattern. Now I added those leaves, those pink leaves on the corners. You don't have to, you can leave it simple, or you can make a nice little bow tie for the corners too. That will look pretty. 2, 4, 5. Or you can buy ribbon at the dollar store and make a nice little tie with pink ribbon or white or whatever color of your preference. And you can put on the corners too, a bigger ribbon, like bow tie, and a smaller one. And that would look pretty. Or you can crochet a ribbon if you know how. If not, you could always look up tutorials. I haven't done it, but eventually I will do it. Crochet the ribbon bow tie was going to look nice. Okay, so you skip 1, you go into the next one. So pretty much, oops. So we did as far as length goes, right? See if I can get more lighting here, because the lighting here is horrible. So we did, so now we're pretty much here at the edge. So we did our corner. You would do the same thing to the last corner, go right into the corner, lock it up here, the edge of the heart, you would close it here, and then you do 3 single crochet, and then you'd hook it here again, and you start your heart again from here, then skip, and then start your heart, then skip, and so on. So this is pretty much for this tutorial. If you need to rewind, go back and see how the corner is again, then go ahead. I will leave in the description box for these little leaves. I have the tutorial on the leaves, so you can look it up on the playlist and see different leaves that you might want to add on there, because there are several on my playlist of different leaves. But I will put the one that has this one. I'll put the link up on the description box. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was a very fast, quick one, easy one, but beautiful. Thank you again for being part of this journey with me. And God bless everybody. Please stay safe. I'm going to have pictures and reveal shots at the end of when I finish it, so you can see how beautiful it looks. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.